what I've got here is two different sizes of boots, basically in this case a medium and a large. And one of the things that people often do is, because, as I said, because they can't get the width around, they'll go up a size, but then it's just too tall, particularly for Cobs. You know, Gem's a great example with little teeny short cannon bones, so it just pushes the boot down. So I thought I'll just show you what to look out for in case that happens. So this is the medium. So on Gem here, particularly if you're going to be using this boot, I mean this is a brushing boot, but you've got plenty of coverage around the front of the cannon bone. You've got coverage over down over the fetlock. All right, and with her you can see, I mean she's very helpfully flexing her leg for us, but you can see that she wouldn't be pushing that down because that's the right height for her little short cannon. Also, it fits nicely around her leg. It's wide enough, even with her decent bone, to fit. So I'd be happy with the fit of this particular boot, this style and size of boot.
I'm loving the vents here. Is that's all part of this breathable protection?
Yeah. So obviously, as we've been talking already about keeping the tendons in the legs as cool as you can. So this particular example of boot is made of a very, very breathable. Both the inner material is breathable, and then the outer shell has lots and lots of vents in it, basically, to let as much air through as possible. And then the silvery stuff actually is a sort of a gauze, so that would stop any grit or anything like that going through. So you're getting the balance between keeping it breathable, but stopping and letting air out, but stopping stuff getting in that might rub or do anything nasty like that.
And we've got a larger version here.
Yeah, so this is a common thing. So, like I say, because like a medium, for example, might not go around a Cob's leg because of the extra width. So people have a tendency to go up a size. So, yeah, so you'll get the extra width. So it'll go around the leg, but of course, with the going up in size, they get taller as well as wider. And then for these guys, they'll be too tall.
Yeah, I think I do worry about boots inhibiting how she's going, and then it's the trade-off between, well, of course I want to protect her legs, but I don't want her then to feel like she's got something weird around her leg and she starts being, funny or spooky or difficult.
Because you can see the difference there.
Yeah.
It's quite marked difference, isn't it?
So I mean that would be too tall. I mean, at a cursory glance, you might look at that and think, yeah, that looks fine. But actually, the minute she flexes her legs, certainly properly while she's galloping, that would just shunt it down, and then you'd have that sloppy socks affair that you were mentioning earlier.
Yeah, I don't want any distractions cross country for her.
No. I mean, it is interesting. Going back to the point of getting what's a boot that's right for your horse. I mean, my little Cob, he's got fairly enormous windgalls on his back legs. I mean, huge windgalls. So I have to be careful what boots I put on his back legs, because he doesn't like anything too constrictive. He'll start stamping because obviously it's putting pressure, because the windgalls, or sometimes some of the boots just can't fit properly because he's got these big swellings. It's just the way he is. So I need to find, with him, I have a couple of types of brushing boots that I use on him that I sort of do everything with, and that's what works. But yeah, so those would definitely be too tall for her. She'd just push those down, and then that would be embarrassing.
Yes, don't need to be embarrassed any further.
So Gem's got clip legs.
Yes.
We've got the other end of the spectrum in the stable next door. Should we take a look at Mikey?
Cool, let's go see internet sensation. I want to meet him.